Hi, I'm James Dalziel, a Masters by Research student at the University of Bristol, and this is a quick run through of my research project looking at the relationship between seismicity and ground deformation during periods of volcanic unrest. So, the aim of this project is to analyse seismicity and ground deformation monitoring data from a well studied unrest episode, in this case prior to the 2010 Eyjafjallajökull eruption in Iceland, to see what insights into subsurface processes we can determine. We then want to see how the relationship between seismic moment and modeled intruded volume changes during growth of different sources within the magmatic complex, how these relationships compare to one another, and how our case study relationships compare to previous analyses using multiple streams of monitoring data that are present in literature. So these figures firstly show how radial GPS deformation was used to differentiate our sources prior to volume modeling, and a map showing the proposed source outlines from INSAR along with the three GPS stations that we used to collect our ground deformation data during this study. Skipping ahead to some of our results, we firstly used a combination of radial and vertical GPS deformation data from the three stations around our magmatic complex and source models present in literature to model a time series of intruded volume change for our three proposed sources. Two sills at varying depths and a tilted dike connecting these to ground surface and feeding a subsequent fissure eruption. What we saw was an almost exponential increase in volume with time for all of our sources, as can be seen in this top figure here. Interestingly, when we looked at seismic moment, it revealed a similar increase with time, resulting in a comparison of these two streams of monitoring data, revealing a linear relationship for all three sources, despite differences in growth mechanism as suggested by changes in seismic efficiency and source geometry as suggested by INSAR. Some noise is present early in our study period for SIL 1 due to a lack of temporary monitoring stations being installed, but after these were put in place, the linear trend becomes apparent. If you'd like to learn more or if you have any questions, please come and see my poster or drop me an email on the address provided. Thank you.